Today in Algebra 1B we are going to continue our review for the quiz dealing with quadratic graphing and solving quadratic equations. So we only really have two problems left. Let's take a look at the first one. On number 11 they want us to use this equation and use the zero product property to solve it. So really what they want us to do is these two parts that are in parentheses, they want us to take them and take both parenthesis parts and set them equal to 0. So once I set them equal to 0, I've added the word or between them. So I'm going to first start by subtracting 2. And then dividing by 2. So the first one is x equals -1. So let's see, that means these two are not even part of our consideration. Just based on knowing the first one has to be -1. Now, to do the second part, I'm going to add 5. So 5x equals 5. Divided by 5, x equals 1. So that means my answer is going to be B up here. Okay, now we have one more that's kind of like this, and this is the one I think everybody gets stuck on. They want us to use a zero product property still with something like this, but people are thrown off by this number. So I'm going to add a set of parentheses. Most people are like, oh, I get it now. So each of these pieces, we are still going to take them and separate them with the word or, and solve them. Now the only reason there originally wasn't a parenthesis around this is because it only had one term, just -8n. This one had 10n minus 1, so two terms in it made sense to put it, in parentheses. So in this one I'm going to divide it by -8, so I get n equals 0. So just based on that we know these two aren't even a choice. Then I'm going to add 1, get 10n equals 1, and divide by 10. So I have n equals 1/10. So that means my answer up here is going to be B.